When I first started YouTube 7 years ago, probably almost 8 actually at this point, I don't know. It was because I found Markiplier. I was searching YouTube for funny content, and one day I guess I stumbled upon his Draw My Life video. And at first I thought, wow, this guy's amazing. Like, his life story is incredible. He's got so much going for him now that it's fantastic. And that was before I even knew he was paid by YouTube to create content. There was a common misconception back then that it was somehow immoral to accept money while doing YouTube. That in some aspect of morality took into place where your money came from was somehow a bad thing if it was something you enjoyed. Obviously, this was ridiculous. Nowadays, we don't see it that way. No one does. If you accept money on YouTube, everyone tells you, get that bread. You deserve it. You're doing your part of making the world a better place by just entertaining people. But back then, that was heresy. You say those kinds of words, and people would tear you to shreds. And in a lot of ways, it got to me so much, thinking that it was somehow wrong of me if I were to ever want to do YouTube as a job. And because I had no reason to really worry about money at that time, because I knew I'd always have a house over my head, I saw making money on YouTube as immoral, because that's what everyone did. Everyone saw it that way, and it engraved itself into my head that somehow that was just wrong. And that stuck with me. I spent the first 5 years of my life on YouTube hating myself because I wanted to make it big. I wanted to become a big YouTuber. I wanted to have the life I always wanted. Fame was only a subsection, really, because all I wanted was a house and safety. And I was convinced that wanting that from YouTube was wrong. But I wanted it anyways. And I pushed for it, making me a bad guy in my own head. I did the buying of things, materials, and went overboard, bought too many things. I had to make sure. So basically, that's the table. That's what the people at the table looks like. When I'm all done, I would get constant comments in my comment section telling me to give up, that this isn't for me, and that I'm never gonna make it. And the worst ones were the ones that acted like they were saying it because they cared. My self-worth was so low that I thought that my worth came from people above me. with power that was given to them by this magical green paper that has literally no point to it. Power is all that thing is. Fake power that everyone holds against you. You get $1 million, what does that mean? What is $1 million versus $27 million? They're the same thing. You have power over the people below you. That's all that means. Now, I'm not saying having enough money to get by and prosper and have a good life makes you a bad person. I'm not saying that at all. Not even slightly. I'm not saying that having that power is wrong. In fact, I'd say the exact opposite. I'd say everyone should be on an equal level. But that's not our society. Unfortunately, we live in a world where people derive power from the fact that they're higher level in society. All represented by a lot more green papers than the other person. I got over it over time. The past 2 years on YouTube has been years where I've recognized my worth. And I stopped seeing everything in these capitalistic lenses that make me think that I'm worthless if I don't have the best paying job out there. That's not how reality works. And I'm here to tell you all, you, yes, you watching right now are the only one that can tell you what your worth is. Your worth is not the fucking green pieces of paper. It is what you see yourself as. And we live in a day and age where most people, unfortunately, because of the capitalistic society that we live in, see themselves as nothing but dirt. And you need to fix that. You need to start seeing yourself as better. That you're worth more than what you're given. Everyone is. But Jeff Bezos went to space. The other day, my brother and I had a really interesting talk where he tried to convince me of my own old thinking. That in somehow, some way, because I had accepted donations, that after I had asked for help, people sent help. That somehow, I'm now a terrible person. My brother yelled at me, screamed at me, called me immoral. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in his truck driving home, so I had no opportunity to just walk away. I was stuck there listening and arguing and doing my best to just represent myself as not this immoral thing he saw me as. Fucking hurt. My own brother convinced that what I do and what I want to do as a living was somehow wrong. That fucking hurts. And I come from a religious family that would hate me if they knew I was an atheist, a socialist, and bisexual. The three things they hate the most. My own grandma literally talks about my cousin who came out as gay as if he's an alien now. She still loves him. She just doesn't believe in anything that he's doing. Or his husband. And it's just disgusting every fucking time I hear it. And I love my grandma to death, but hearing her say stuff like that is irreparable. And it hurts, knowing that I'm in the same boat. And I'm too much of a coward to come out and say it. I used to even hide my own political prescriptions. Which is dumb in so many aspects. If you want to unsubscribe from me because I'm a socialist, oh wow, okay, I don't give a shit, leave. I never wanted my audience to be hateful. Unfortunately, I can't control that. I can do my best and just ban everyone who spreads hate. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. It's the human race we're talking about. There's a lot of hate out there. My last vlog, literally, was me talking about how there's a new cabal of people, apparently, trying to undermine everything I do. And literally, right after I posted that video, one of them went on my Discord to do it again. To try and tell all my Discord people that I'm a terrible person. So I banned him. And all of my fans, thankfully, by the way, I appreciate the fuck out of you, immediately told him to get lost. I appreciate that. And you guys were so kind about it, which is great. Like, I was half expecting there to be hate back to it, and there wasn't, and that's fucking amazing. Don't hate. Just accept that they're not great people and move on. That's the best way to do it. Hopefully one day they become great people. I'm doing good for myself. And if I wasn't, I really hope I'd be able to say that even then I'd still be okay. That no matter what, I could lose everything and still come out the other side happy. And full of self-worth. I want to be able to say that I could do that. And I do believe that I could. And I want that for everyone. The world beats it into us that we are worthless if we don't earn a bunch of money. How does that make sense? How do you earn $1? I want you to really think about that. How do you earn $1? Well, some people might say that what I'm doing right now earns $1. Okay. Sewing a shirt together. Alright, that's worth $1. Okay. And some people might say that's worth $20. Okay. Some people might say what I'm doing right now is worth millions of dollars. I've certainly had my fair share of comments saying they wish I was a millionaire so I didn't have all these troubles anymore. So what is earning money? What is the worth out of any job? Is it dependent on what the person giving you money says? If so, then all we're ever doing is begging for money. We're just also doing actions to prove that we're worthy to that person above us. Money is worthless. It is quite literally a social construct and a social contract saying those who have more of it are better than us and we should beg them for some of it. All we ever do. When we judge ourselves based off of what our money count is judge that we are worthless. And that the only thing that can bring you worth is your money, your income. The level of society that you're in is based off of your money, your income. In a world where most people are paid minimum wage. You know, there's a saying for it. Wage slavery. As in, you're a slave to the system. Because the system dictates whether you live or you die. Based off of one sole factor. Income. And your worthiness of that income is completely based off of those above you. No one's going to give you the cure. The essence of salvation from poverty. No one's going to give you that. That's what I was taught for my entire life. No one would give me salvation. And then when I found out how it is that you get out of this hellhole that is poverty, that is barely scraping by, making it paycheck by paycheck. When I found a way out, the first thing that everyone did was tell me that it's morally wrong. And I'm putting down my damn foot. That from this point forward, I'm doing this. No moral objections from anyone else will ever mean jack shit to me. This is my life. This is my YouTube channel. And if you want to support me, there are links down below. And I don't feel any shame from saying that. Not anymore. To anybody that I might have helped with this message, please, just take care of yourself and realize your worth. It's not what it seems. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Game Bob Life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please take care of yourself, know your worth, and for God's sakes, realize that I'm a person and not just some YouTuber behind a screen. Everyone you're watching on YouTube is a person, and they deserve the respect that you would give anyone else in real life. Bye, everybody.